welcome back. On Safe Settings today, we are tackling a topic that's on the mind of many parents, including me. How to raise children in this digital age without losing sight of what matters most: the spiritual growth, the faith-centered family values, children that are ready for that future that we all anticipate for them. And today's topic is parenting in a digital world, balancing screen time and spiritual growth. Welcome again. Technology has become a massive part of our daily lives. It's not going anywhere, so it's something that we have all accepted, okay? From smartphones to tablets to video games, children are more connected to screens than ever before. In those days where TV has time of opening and closing, it's no longer the same. So while digital tools can offer education, entertainment, and even spiritual content, they also present challenges, particularly when it comes to balancing screen time with nurturing a child's spiritual development or academic development or cognitive development. So in this episode, we will explore practical strategies to help parents manage media exposure while keeping faith and family values at the center of the conversation. How do we do this? Because we also cannot say children should not have access to the media, because it's also, in fact, it's part of their schooling now, So screen time in today's world has become a digital dilemma. How do we go about it? There is no doubt that there are so many incredible benefits that children gain from technology, they have access to information, learning opportunities, and exposure that the previous generations could only dream of. From educational apps to digital Bibles, technology has opened up new doors for faith-based learning, inclusive, So it's not only academic, it's also helping in faith-based learning. But there's the flip side when screen time becomes excessive. And children, the thing is, how well do children even know how to regulate themselves to not become so, should I say, addicted to something? It can interfere with essential aspects of a child's development, their emotional life, their social life, of course, their spiritual growth. In fact, spiritual things might, if we're not careful, come last on it, or in the scheme of their thoughts when with too much exposure to technology. So it's easy to get lost in hours of video games, social media, binge watching shows, movies and all. If left unchecked, it can distract children from spending time with their family. And so many families are going through this already. In fact, somebody was telling me about one of our relatives that when you visit him in his house, he doesn't sit with you to have any discussion. He will be in his room, and if he wants to say anything to you, he will text you. Sincerely, I said, I'm waiting for the time I'll visit this person. I will really let them know that, no, we cannot be texting. Human beings talk. I hope it works for me. All right. So long hours of video games, social media, and all these things could distract children from spending time with family. It could reflect on their faith, and it could distract them from engaging in meaningful conversations about life's bigger questions, about what they intend to do with their lives, about things that families should discuss, So how do we set healthy balance? How do we strike a healthy balance, so to say? The first thing is to set boundaries for screen time. Whether we like it or not, we have to do it. It's a practical tip for managing screen time. Even for adults, set boundaries and be consistent with it. Like any other activity, too much of it can be detrimental to a child's well-being. So we look for moderation. Create a schedule. Determine how children screen time is appropriate based on their ages, For example, now, somebody that is really young, 1 to 2 hours per day is sufficient. You can allow more flexibility based on how you have seen your children, but it's important to maintain that limit and be consistent with it. So make sure that the screen time that the children are having does not replace other important activities like family time, their homework, their personal study time. Time for children to even disengage from everything and go play outdoors. Screen time can actually prevent children from outdoor experiences. You should also you can designate tech-free zones in the house. Maybe on the dining table, or family prayer time. You just say there is screen-free zones. And this will encourage family conversations and moments of connection. So it will reinforce that there are times to focus on each other. There are times to, minimize distraction and actually acknowledge that you are living with human beings and they deserve some form of interaction. By setting boundaries, we'll be teaching children the importance of balance and will help them prioritize their real world interactions, which include their faith journey. Okay. We can also incorporate faith into their digital content. You can also join online faith communities and encourage the children to be there, like virtual Bible study, youth group, but let it just be interesting so that it doesn't bore them and they get out of it eventually. So integrate faith into their digital experiences. It's not just about entertainment, it's also about enriching their spiritual soul life and understanding. It is important to create time for family faith practices and family engagement. Okay, even if it's not prayer time, just to sit down and discuss as a family. It serves as a beautiful, it serves as a beautiful reminder that this life is a shared journey. It's not an individual thing. Like the common saying, do not do life alone. So it's okay to have family devotional time, family prayer time. Beyond that, create other rituals, gist time, so that what they are looking for on the screen can actually be achieved by interacting with family members. Teach mindfulness and discernment in media consumption. It is important for us parents to be proactive in discussing the media that our children consume. So it's not like, it's all their program, I don't even know about. You must know about the program. Know what they are watching, know the show, whether it's a game, know about it, ask them about it. Sometimes sit with them and watch so you have an idea of what's going on there. What lessons are they learning? If not, other people will be parenting your children for you while you are the one paying the rent in your house. You are the one buying the devices, you are the one subscribing to internet and all. But the parents are different. So it's important to know what they are learning, what they are hearing, and how it is affecting them. Okay? So discuss content. Understand the message they are getting. Is it aligning or conflicting with your family values or belief system? Encourage critical thinking. Ask them, does this program I'm watching or this game, does it represent the values that I want to live by? How do this content make me feel in relation to my faith? How do they make me feel in my responses to my siblings or family members? And it will sharpen their discernment when they start questioning what they watch, what other people are trying to inform them on, and it strengthens their ability to make mindful choices. So when they become more aware of the messages in the media that they are watching, they are better equipped to make decisions, make more balanced decisions, so to say. All right. So we should also model healthy digital habits as parents. When you come from your office or when you are spending time in the house and your child comes to you to discuss with you, your face is buried in your mobile device. You are just saying, yes, okay, oh, yeah, I hear you, I understand, oh, fantastic. We're not modeling healthy digital habits ourselves. Okay? Please go back with them. Thank you. So if we as parents are constantly glued to our screens, it sends a message that excessive media consumption is normal. So to be effective in helping them grow spiritually and managing their media exposure, we ourselves will have to model that and not be constantly buried or glued to our screens. All right? Be intentional with your own screen time too. Prioritize in-person connection, prioritize some quiet time of meditation. If you are watching something online, make it a faith-based documentary or something that children and family can also watch, so that you spend that time together. And you should prioritize family time. It doesn't have to be with screen. It could be reading, it could be going out, it could be spending time just outside in the evening, simply sharing meals without distraction. Whatever it is that you are demonstrating or you are exhibiting in your action will set the tone for how your children approach media and their spiritual life. So we need to encourage digital fasting. Have days that you say, it's a no screen day. Is that possible? Let children unplug. Let them understand the value of unplugging and disconnecting and reconnecting. Okay, I call it retreat sometimes, where you can make it a family challenge where everyone participates in a tech-free day and you spend time outdoors reflecting, engaging in creative activities that nurture the spirit. Okay, and you reflect on past experiences as well. Okay, what did you learn about yourself? How did it feel to step away from technology? How did it impact your spiritual growth? Some children will not go near anything spiritual at the initial stage, because I can imagine asking someone that's already used to a screen to just go off like that. But you can start small, a step at a time. Take a break from the screen, maybe for a set of period in a week or something. And as you grow, you see that it becomes easier. So I encourage digital fasting. It will help the family. All right, so by and large, parenting in the digital age is not an easy feat. So we're not saying, you can easily just say, children, no TV today, not screen time today. Hello, that's not how it works. And we all know that. But with intentionality, balance, and a focus on what you want to achieve in your faith journey, it's possible to guide our children through the challenges of media exposure while we are still keeping their spiritual growth at the forefront, and keeping fun and interesting family time also there. So when we set boundaries for screen time, we integrate faith into the digital experiences. We create family time, family faith practices, routines. We encourage mindfulness, and we model healthy screen habits ourselves as parents. We help children thrive in both their digital and spiritual life. Remember, it's not about eliminating technology. It's about using it wisely while we keep faith and family values at the core of everything that we do. All right? So on this note, I want to thank everyone that has tuned into today's topic, parenting in a digital world and balancing screen time and spiritual growth. If you found this episode helpful, once again, please remember to share it with fellow parents navigating the same challenges. I know almost all of us are in this space. Until next time, keep nurturing your children's minds, their hearts and spirits in this ever evolving digital world. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.